All right, welcome back to Learnwire. So we've got a couple things to cover in this video. First of all, I wanted to go and update you guys on the voting system that I talked about in the last video. If you can recall, we were over here in videos and I actually showed you and kind of discussed like how I choose my next video. And I do like to deliver videos that you guys want to see, the softwares that are popular or that you guys are most interested in, but sometimes it is kind of hard to guess. And so what I did was I actually put out a poll, and I appreciate you guys. You guys actually answered. We got 71 votes. That's pretty cool. I don't do a whole lot of posts. You can see I posted over a month ago, and then before that it was 2 months ago. So don't do a whole lot of posts or polls in the community tab, which I should utilize this more. But nonetheless, thank you and appreciate you guys for voting. And obviously you guys really like the versus videos because it kind of shows you between two tools. A lot of times you guys are trying to decide between two tools, and this can help you make that decision. Don't just go based on what I say though, guys. Do your due diligence, get the software that's right for you. I'm only one person and only one opinion, so I don't want to be held responsible for making you guys, decide on one tool over the other. I'm just showing you my own personal experiences with the tools, and you can take that either way that you want to. Just wanted to put that out there, guys. But anyways, nonetheless, here we go right here. Choose my next video. You guys want Neuronwriter versus Robinize. That's what we're going to be looking at today. There was enough votes for sure for me to do keyword search versus Tube Atlas, so I will be putting those two on the list this week to do. As far as all the other three, I'll have to decide if we're going to do those or not. And I want to show you guys. You guys wanted a voting system. We had a lot of comments that said, yes, do a product roadmap voting type system for us. That would be really, really cool. So I implemented one, and we're going to go and take a look at it right now. I will leave the link below. It'll usually be the second or third link because I will obviously be putting the software that I'm talking about. I'll put that as the first links, but the third link, I'll put it, I'll make it obvious, and it'll say vote for Learnwire's next video, something like that. So here's what we have here, guys. I'm using Product Lift, and that is actually, let me go real quick over to AppSumo. Okay, so I'm going to come over here and type in Product Lift. I searched for a tool on AppSumo that could maybe do the job for us, and here we go right here. It's flexible roadmaps, and this is what I needed the most, was an upvoting system to integrate, right? So this one was perfect because it had a roadmap, it had updates, and a wish list. I'm using the wish list kind of feature over here, and I've blocked the other ones because I don't really need those right now. And what this will allow us to do is have a nice list, and I'll probably actually do a full review of this product to give them a little bit of love on the channel, if you will. They kind of seem like they're one of the tools that's kind of buried on AppSumo, and they have 11 5-star reviews, so it's a good software. And so I'll go and actually probably do a review on this one, even just for my own, because I'm using the tool now. So anyways, that's what we've got. I purchased this product over here. And this is what it looks like, guys. I built this yesterday. Honestly, it took like maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes to literally build this. It was super, super easy. I can change the layout over here to just a list view. But right here, I like this card view because you're able to see 9 things on the screen on a desktop all at once. Well, I guess it depends on what the size of your screen is. I have a giant screen, but still, I think that you'll probably be able to see the first 6 on most screens. And so this is just Learnwire future videos, upvote to choose what video I create and publish next. And then I've got a little bit of directions right here. Take a look at the videos below, blah, blah, blah. It's just going to basically explain to you what this is. If you end up landing on this and you don't know what this actually is, you guys can just read up here. But essentially, I added a bunch of software in here that I'm interested in. And I'm going to let you guys come in here and start voting. Now, here's the thing, if you want to be a part of this community, basically the Learnwire voting community, if that's what we want to call it, you do have to register. We want legit people having a voice, right? So if you're not willing to register, then you're not going to be able to. And that's really not. I don't have control over that. That actually is kind of the way that it's set up with Product Lift as well. So right over here, let's see. You guys wanted this one. So if I went over here, and I'm in an incognito window right now, so this is what it's going to look like. Obviously, all the statuses right here are gathering votes. When I get enough votes, if I have time, I'll come in and I'll update this and it'll say planned or something like that. but you guys will see I have it sorted for the highest at the top, so it should end up being like over here after we get some votes. So this is what it's going to look like, guys. You're going to come over here, you're going to click on this, and it's going to ask you to sign up. You can sign up for Facebook, Google, Twitter, GitHub, or you can actually just sign up with your email, right? So I'm going to go through that real quick. It's not in incognito window. I'm having kind of a hard time doing the vote part. Okay, so let's see if I can vote on something right here. I'm going to click on after you sign up, this is what it'll look like, right? So after you sign up, it's going to say that, you know, we received a vote right here. Also, where's the other one? I'll go ahead and Scrappy. I'll go ahead and do that one as well. And then also you can click on one of the products and it'll take you inside of the product, and, you know, you'll be able to see like different other people's, you know, kind of information, and just like what they commented or whatever. If I wanted to, I like this software, or if you wanted to, and you can just add the comment. Because I signed up, I'm able to add the comment. You could also put in here, if you want to request for another software that you don't see on there, then you can just go ahead, can you review blank software, just filling that in right there, right? So then I'll see the comments and I can add them to the list as I see the comments coming in. And then also you can always go back up to the feedback button. I think that just using comments might be the best way, but if you want to, you can also go and click the feedback button, and then you can put in here your video title, what you're requesting for right here. You don't have to select a category, and you don't need an image, and then you just say create, and then that'll actually email to me. I'll show you guys over here to... Oh yeah, when we come through over here, it'll actually show up right here. This was a test one that I did. So it'll actually show up right here, and I can go and check out the comments that you make. So you can either go and use the feedback button, or you can just use a comment on one of the videos or whatever, right? So this is what it is, guys. This is what it's going to look like. Let me know what you guys think about this new system. Right over here, you guys can vote now. I'm going to go back over here and see what it looks like on our incognito window, and let's see if those end up having votes on. Yep, they've got votes on them, and they're at the top. It automatically pushes those to the top, and it looks like it's going to go left to right is where the popular ones are. But remember to always scroll down, because I've got quite a bit in here, and so forth, right? So that is the new system, guys. Just wanted to explain that to you guys. I think it's pretty cool. I don't think anyone else is really doing this. I want you guys to be involved with kind of the say-so and like what softwares you guys want me to spend my time reviewing and so forth. So I hope that this is helpful to you guys. Again, drop a comment below what you guys think, and remember to go and sign up, and you'll be able to, you just sign up one time and you'll be able to go on the voting system. You'll be able to go in and also check on the current statuses. Now, I won't, obviously all the videos that I create won't be on here. This is going to be more of the formal videos, mostly reviews. I might put software versus software on here as well, and you guys can vote on that stuff. But obviously there's going to be, you know, a little bit of, you know, choice videos that I'm going to make on the fly that are not going to be on here. This is mainly going to be software versus software and AppSumo software review. This is going to be like our standard list, right? But don't be surprised if I do post a video that is not on this list, you know. All right, so we're going to go through and we're going to do Robinize. Now, I know you guys wanted, when we come back over here and I go to videos, I know that you guys wanted to go, when we were inside this video, the Robinize, and we looked right over here. Look, how much chia seeds per day to lose weight? Actually, that's not the keyword. What was the keyword up here? Well, I can go to SERP Robot. Can eating chia seeds help you lose weight, right? So you guys wanted to know if this ranked. This was not ranking on my website. This was not in the top 100, and this had been published for months on this website. I did the updates with Robinize. You guys can go back. If you didn't watch that video, go back to my last video, Robinize review. Super easy to use content, and you can go and check that out. A full in-depth review on Robinize. But over here, just giving you guys the status, because you guys literally said, definitely keep me up to date if you actually get the article to rank. We got the article to rank, I think, within 24 to 48 hours. Boom, it's already ranked number 73 right here. And this is updated as of yesterday. I'm actually going to go and see if we can update this right now. I'm going to come up through here and refresh keywords. Now, if you guys are asking, this is SERP Robot. I haven't done a review on this or anything like that, but this is like a insane keyword tracking tool. You guys, most of you guys, if you've been around the block, probably know about this tool. Started using it like a month ago, and I'm tracking 3 websites with this, even though I have other trackers tools that I can use. And I even have, like with Coddity, I have like 600 keywords or 300 keywords I can track inside there for basically free. I like the organization, and I like being able to have all my projects all in one place. And so this is a really, really cool tool. We'll come back in a minute and check on that to see if it's changed from 73 or anything like that. But let's go in and do a test now. Okay, guys? So let me go get this all set up. That way I don't spend, a ton of time on the tool, basically explaining what the tools do or anything like that. I just want to really kind of show you guys like a test and what the different scores are on the different softwares. So I'm going to go get something set up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we are going to continue looking at that keyword. I put that in keyword, can eating chia seeds help you lose weight? It makes sense that we already optimized this in Robinize and we already got it ranked. I just want to see what Neuronwriter says about this tool. You guys can go back and watch any of my Neuronwriter videos, and you can also see that I was able to use these tools to start ranking stuff within a couple of days as well. So if we want to answer the question, do these softwares work? Yes, they do. Both of them, I've been able to get content that wasn't ranking and get it to rank very quickly within 24 to 48 hours with both tools. So they both seem to work. It's just going to be about the amount of features and the usability and things like is going to be kind of the differences between the tools. And I'm going to go into that in more in depth, kind of with my conclusion, final thoughts, if you will. So I went ahead and put this keyword in here. It is a 0 difficulty level. We're going to go ahead and click on this, open up Neuronwriter. We have all of the different pages over here. So there's a lot more kind of technical things you can do inside of Neuronwriter. If there's one over here that's like an outlier that you want to take off, you can actually just click over here and then you can add another one over here. But I'm going to go with the standard 10 right here, and then we're just push the next button. And we have no content in here, so I'm going to go back over and grab this content. So we're now in Robinize, right? And I've just done the one, and we did get a content score of 10 out of 10. So if you're looking at something that's going to dial it in between, in between 8 and 9, 9 and 10. So if like you want to get a score of 92 or 96, and if that's like a big deal, if you're going to get onto that really granular level, Robinize is not going to do that for you. It's just going to give you one notch at a time. There's a score from 1 to 10. It's very much more simplistic. Neuronwriter is going to go very dialed in by each number, right? So there's going to be 100 different spots right here that you can grab a score, and then with Robinize there's going to be 10, right? So that's a difference. Word count. Let's go. I'm going to click inside of here, and we're just going to kind of compare. So the word count that Robinize is telling me that I need for this keyword is 1278 to 1500. So it gives you a range, a typical range is what it's finding. So 1278 to 1500. Let's go back over here and see what we're looking at over here. This is one of those funny things about this tool, is that as great as Neuronwriter is, it doesn't really give me, well, I mean, I guess it's going to tell me right here, but right here it just tells you a plus or minus, but you have to actually highlight over here. So we're looking at the 30 URLs analyzed here is 1,300 words, and the top 10 is actually only coming in at 1,138. So we go back over. It's very close, the 1,300 median. So very close. That's good to see both tools coming in really, really close, between 12 and 1,500, 1,300 for Neuronwriter as the median. So, and that's right where this kind of the minimum over here. So those add up with both tools. Let's go ahead and grab the content from here. We already optimized this, right? We already optimized this fully. We're getting a 10 out of 10 in Robinize. Let's go and paste this in to Neuronwriter. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, so here's something that has happened to me at least 3 or 4 times, and I'm just, got to be honest with you guys and just share this with you guys. It's okay a little bit, but see on the screen right now, we're getting a page unresponsive. I only just logged in. I tried to do one thing inside the software, and Robinize, like I said, this happened 4 times in the day that I was doing the review. So this is something that is pretty annoying. You know, like if you just signed up and paid money for a software and then it's not working from a technical standpoint, they're having bandwidth issues. This is in that bugginess category. This is a bug. This keeps happening. I'm going to go ahead and actually I'm just going to say wait, but then I'm going to go and push the refresh button. And that part right there, you guys just need to know about. I'm sure that's going to get fixed and things like that. But it in some respects, it takes away from the functionality of the software because you're losing productivity because you are coming over here and having to do this. I think I just have to push exit page. Yep. And then you come into this page right here and then you have to push reload. So it's going to come back and take us to the tool. So just wanted to share that with you guys. It's kind of not a good thing. And hopefully we can copy this and come back into Neuronwriter real quick. And I'm going to paste that. It's not. Why is it not letting me copy from this page over here? Yeah. See, look, guys, I'm left clicking and this page, it did it again. It literally did it again. So I'll be back. Hopefully I can at least get the content from here. See, you guys can see right here on the screen, it did it again. Okay, so I am going to share this part that I feel like I just discovered, but they may not know about this bug. If you try to select all and copy the text right here, I tried it 4 times just now. It doesn't work. It freezes every time. But if you come down here and you left click copy text right here, then it copies the text and then I was able to paste, but that's still a bug. I should still be able to come in here and highlight this and push copy, and I'm not going to do that again, but that is a little bug going on. And then also just from a UI standpoint, if you hover over something that's basically like a button, you should change the cursor should change to like a clicker type thing, or I mean, because it's changing to like more of like I'm going to type something out right here, or this needs to be just like a clickable button. So those are just some little critiques there. But all in all, I've copied that and we've come over to Neuronwriter right here, and then we can check our score right over here. We have a 40 and we're actually 12 behind, but I remember in Neuronwriter, we always want to grab this and go back into the meta description and watch what happens to the score. It's going to go up to a 59, and then we can go and just say, okay, so we have our meta in there. We're going to come back over to content, and we're going to be looking right over here in Neuronwriter. We have a 64. We're starting to get into green, and our 64 is better than the average 52. In the top 10, it's better than number 1. And it's even way better, 14 better than the top 30. So according to Neuronwriter, I mean, we're green everywhere. We have a no keyword stuffing risk. We're optimized for the meta title, description, headers, everything. We're fully optimized for this. As you can see, it is looking pretty good. We can come through here and look at all the different green right here. If we wanted to increase this score, we could come down here and we could actually start adding in all these ones that are in gray. We can start adding more of that in here and continue optimizing that post. But it does tell us we're over on word count, and it also tells us that we're really like a high score. So all in all, I mean, like when you compare both tools, it's kind of hard to explain. So if we wanted to continue, how do I put this? If we wanted to continue optimizing our post after we've already got a good score, like we already have a score right here that should be able to beat all this content over here. We can come over here even, and we have a 64. Well, we come down here and look at all the scores for it analyzes their content too, which is super cool. Something I like about Neuronwriter. And it tells you how many words they have right over here as well. So really we have better content. We have better optimized content. But right here, if we really wanted to take that top spot, we may have to consider doing more words, because I mean, these 2 top spots right over here have 23 and 2400 words. I like being able to see that. Can we see that in Robinize? We can go to the SERPs right here, and this is cool. We can go to the SERPs and we can see what their content is, right? So they have a 7 out of 10 here. We go to Robinize and they have a 41. So I mean, that does kind of match it. And then if we look at, but number 2, they're saying at a 9 out of 10. And number 2 over here, they're saying that they only have a 40. So this part would be a discrepancy right here. The health line, this Robinize is saying that they have good content. It's optimized really well in comparison with all the rest. But Neuronwriter is not, saying that the content's actually. And then let's see over here, let's see what the Parade one, 8 out of 10. Come back over here. And we're at a 57. So they did have they had a higher score content than anyone else in the top 6. So that would make sense to me that one. Let's look at Medical News Today. It has a 4. Medical News Today, 46. So it's kind of interesting. Neuronwriter doesn't have it scored as low. WebMD has the lowest out of these top 6 right here. And WebMD is right here and has a 7 out of 10. So you can see that the scores don't really match up the way it's analyzed in the competitors. It's not matching up too much. I haven't done enough testing to be able to say which one is more accurate than the other, but this just kind of shows you that you can check inside this tool. You can check the different sites are at their ranking and what your content inside of this tool is saying about it, right? So all in all, if you optimize your content inside of Robinize right here, and we have a 10 out of 10, the only thing else that we could do is if we only have 1,300 words right here, then we want to beat these guys that have a good score. They have more content. It's telling us we need to add more content. And that would be a possible way that we can further optimize in Robinize, okay? But as far as, so there's some basic competition analysis going on right here, but not on the granular level where you can actually see, okay, well, what else is going on? Why is a site, like when we come over to Neuronwriter, I'm going to push update and come back, because we can push the update button right here, and then we can get all this information that you have to get in a paid SEO tool. But we can get this inside of Neuronwriter, which is super, super cool. Come back over here. Sometimes it doesn't update right away, but it did this time. Perfect. Okay. So we can, when we're analyzing in Neuronwriter, we're going to get the keyword difficulty of 0. It's telling us that we should be able to push our content to the top, with a keyword difficulty level of 0. We're going to come through here, and when we look at page authority or domain authority, so we can look at domain authority, we could have a hard time outranking this if they're fully optimized. Chia seeds for weight loss, what's the best way to have them? And then our keyword is, can eating chia seeds help you lose weight? So it's pretty, in context, this is pretty optimized, and they have a lot of words, and they have a DA of 94, and they do have some 42 links built right here and so forth. So right here, we might have a hard time beating like Healthline and Times of India. We may have a little bit of a hard time beating them. And then you have WebMD. So at the end of the day, this may be a hard keyword to outrank these giant websites right here. But if we're looking at just stats and the possibility, we should be able to beat them, because our content is, where's our content at? Our content's at a 64, right? In Neuronwriter. So it's better than any content over here, right? In the top 10. I would take this and I would add more words. I would get more to the 2,000, probably 2,500 if we're serious about ranking. We probably need to get to the 25. We need another 1,000 words. You just get more data on Neuronwriter, and you can find out why you're not ranking or what your actual chances are of ranking, not just based on optimizing, but also based on stats. I mean, at a certain point, you can have the absolute best content, the most words on the page, all that stuff. But then when you have sites like this that are semi-optimized for this keyword, they're definitely talking about chia seeds and weight loss, and they have a DA of 94, we're probably not going to be able to rank for this keyword. And so this is enough to, this is kind of good as far as looking at this data to be able to kind of throw in the towel and be like, okay, I need to go find some other keywords. Like this really wouldn't have been a keyword to go after, because look, 77, look at the domain authorities right here. Nothing's less than 70 on here. This keyword is just very competitive, and most SEO people, no matter how they teach SEO, would say that this keyword would not be a good one, especially when you throw in the fact that there's no search volume for this keyword. And that kind of is interesting that it's giving a 0 right here. It's giving a 0 for difficulty, but then when you look at the DA, if you actually go, this is why you got to take with a grain of salt. All keyword difficulties and tools you do need to take with a grain of salt, because these are semi-optimized and they have giant page domain authorities. So this is actually a really hard keyword to rank for. So all in all, how do I score these tools? We'll look at this right here. This is what the interface looks like with Neuronwriter. It is definitely a more developed tool with a lot of options. You can use teams with this tool. I believe you can do that with Robinize as well, but you can have people that are working on the content who can add comments here. This is one of the coolest things. We were only in one tab right here. We can go to competitors breakdown right here. We can actually dial in on that. We can go to competitors structures. I mean, look at all the H2s, all the different research that this tool's pulling in. SERP layout and features. Are there images? You need an image on your page, is what this is telling us. Every single one of the top 10s has images on the page. No one has a video, so maybe adding a video could help you gain the edge. So this just gives you so much information. There's iframes right here. No one added a table, so maybe adding a table about chia seeds and health benefits or something like that might help you right here as well, and so forth. So then we can go to keyword ideas. It's actually giving us more chia seed ideas, which I haven't even used this in Neuronwriter, but this is super, super cool. It's pulling in some more keywords for us, right? And then content terms, it's going to tell you what the most important keywords for that keyword is and how often it was used in the title, description. This can help you write titles and so forth. And then they even have a nice video on how to use these tools, right? So we'll come back over here. This is my favorite section, competitor analysis tool. So all in all, Neuronwriter is absolutely more advanced, more mature of a tool, and it's going to get the job done. It does work. I have used the tool to rank content. So this is a very much like a surfer type alternative. Okay. So those are my thoughts on Neuronwriter. This is a top recommended tool. I absolutely love Neuronwriter. It is a super, super cool tool. So far for me, it's the best optimization tool that's probably hit AppSumo since Phrase. You guys can leave a comment below what your favorite optimizer tool is. I mean, there's been a lot. Even WriterZen has a robust optimization. Outranking has a great optimization as well. There's some really, really awesome optimization tools that have hit AppSumo within the last year, but this one is just for my taste. It has enough ease of use, because workflow and ease of use is more important to me than throwing in every single thing that you can do to dial in, because 90% of people using these tools are not going to be able to use the full functionality of all those bells and whistles that they add. But this is a nice balance. Neuronwriter has the best balance of tools that you can get pretty technical by coming in here and using these tools, right? But then when you come back and you're actually optimizing your content, it's actually pretty simple, right? You have some different things you can do over here. They even have the YouTube feature over here. Pretty simple stuff. And so that's why Neuronwriter shines for me. Now, Robinize, let's go back to Robinize and check it out. Okay, so you have your content over here. We'll go back and look at outlines. We can come through here and we can add more of these outlines that it's kind of, these are basically H2 tags and questions and things like that we can go and add as well. So someone was talking about these right here. Like if I wanted to add this to the content, I'm going to come down here. This right here, let's see if I'm able to copy this. There's no button to copy. So this is where I wasn't able to actually make it to this point in my review video, but I just stumbled upon it now. The fact that I have to copy that and then come over here, paste, and then I'd have to go and add that as an H2. Now that doesn't like make it to where the tool isn't good or anything like that, but they need to add a little copy icon right there so you can copy this text easily. Now I don't really know. That just takes you to the page. Yeah, so that is not as useful or efficient. That's the best word. This is not, using the outlines feature in Robinize is not as efficient because you can't just push a button, copy and paste, right? Or even a plus button right here. If you push the plus button, it automatically goes onto your page, something like that. So they definitely need to add that. I do like the SERP feature. It's pretty basic, but it's good enough. It tells you what their words are, what their ranking is, and then what their Robinize score is. That is really, really cool. And then there's more inspiration. So they did do good on down here on sub keywords. We can copy this. We can copy that and then come over here. But I don't know why they wouldn't add this copy function to maybe the outlines. They need to add that to the outlines section over here as well. Okay. And then you have your terms right over here. So obviously when we look over here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 terms on this page right now, and we can sort it by important, unused. I like that. So stuff that we just have not used. Let's go ahead and optimize our content for that. But when we go back into Neuronwriter, how many was that again? 11. And then over here on Neuronwriter, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So you're going to get almost twice as many words on the page, especially if you scroll down right here. You're going to get like 30 to 40 keywords on the page. Now that can be a good thing or a bad thing depending on what your style is, but you're seeing a lot more optimization opportunities while you're writing on Neuronwriter over here. Robinize again is just even more just beginner friendly, if you will. I do like this. I don't know if I saw this in my review. It's really cool, the multiple times you log into a tool to see different things. You could spend, 10 minutes just on the unused and then just go down here and add more stuff, which is really, really cool. Because like right here, we haven't used this, and this was used 4 times in headers, right? So, or 4 times and even a header. So this would be a good one right here. So all in all, both tools are great. Robinize, I really like simplicity. I really, really like simplicity. And so this is definitely a tool that I probably would be happy with. I definitely would be happy with if I picked up this tool right over here. Like I said, they're only going to get better, but it has a couple bugs here and there as well, but they'll get those fixed and stuff. So overall, I was able to rank content with both tools. If you want to get a little bit more technical and granular, then Neuronwriter is going to probably be the tool for you. If you want to get into more stuff with SEO, like coming in here and actually analyzing the domain authorities and backlinks and such, Robinize, maybe they'll add that in the future. But like I said, if you want a little bit more simplistic, and if you're one of those people that gets a kind of bogged down on all the different features of a tool, and you just want something that's going to help you optimize your tool, optimize your content, then actually Robinize would probably win for simplicity. But if you want more bells and whistles and more capabilities, then Neuronwriter would be the tool for you. I want to go and look at pricing real quick. I'm going to pull up Neuronwriter and then I'm going to pull up Robinize, because this also could be a determining factor as well. So I'm going to come down here to the plans and features. So you have 25 per month right here. You do get AI credits. I'm not going to compare, basically tell you to get this tool over the other one because this one has an AI writer. I'm not going to really get into that. That is a feature that Neuronwriter does have, is that it does have AI. But we have so many AI writing tools that really I want to still put Neuronwriter as a content optimizer first and not a AI writer. So one code, 25 documents a month, $59. Robinize is at $69. And let's go right over here and see what you get for that. You're only going to get 15 reports. So to get to the point where you're at with Neuronwriter, you are at 30 reports at 119. And you basically get that almost for one code over here. If you stacked 2 codes right here, you're going to get 50 right here. You're going to get 50 per month. And to get that over here, you're at $199. So Neuronwriter has better pricing, just straight up. Neuronwriter has way better pricing. Robinize is the more expensive tool. So I'm just going to kind of leave it at that. I like both tools. For me personally, out of the 2 tools, Neuronwriter would be my preferred tool. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Remember to go and click the link below to go and check out my new my new video voting system that I've implemented for you guys. All you have to do is click it, sign up one time, and you can be involved with what reviews I will be doing next. You can go in here and vote. You can leave comments and let me know what you guys think of this tool. Give me a like if you guys made it this far in the video and if you like this new voting system. All right, we'll see you in the next video.